of every great nation is on the shoulders of the young people. And if we constitute 70%,
Of the
as it is
population.
in reality of the population, then it means if the government can choose to forego, it is about choice and preference. If you want to empower the future, you empower the youth. If the government can choose to ignore all other factors and focus on empowering the youth, then that means government is empowering the future. But the government cannot empower the future of a particular nation, okay, if the youth are isolated. The reason why the youth are on the street, it is because the issue of isolation. You are being assumed, you are being taken for granted, and that is why we are saying, hey, look, we are coming out because we are in a dead corner. The way the government is borrowing and the way the government is utilizing the same tax is not prudent. It does not match. We are not afraid of paying taxes, but we want to pay for taxes, and we also want to see accountability and prudent utilization of public funds, because this debt, it can be transit, and we are going to pay it. We are the people who are going to pay the debt that the government is borrowing today in the next 40 years.
Yes.
In the next 40 years, someone who is 60 or 70 years in this country, where will they be? Yet the government is borrowing to also help these people finance their daily lives. Yet the person who is at 20, in the next 40 years, maybe they'll be at 60. Now, we are the people that are going to be answerable to the foreign governments in the near future. For instance, if I assume the office of the president as president in the next 40 years, then that is to say, I'm the one who will be responsible for the debt that my predecessor, when I was at the age of 20, borrowed. But at the same time, I'll ask myself, where is this money and how was it utilized? That is what is bringing the youth on the streets. It is not about actually the budget. It is about prudent utilization of the funds. The other day, there was fraud issues on the e-citizen platform. Over 2 billions have been squandered by government, and government cannot account for the 2 billions from the e-citizen. Yet on the e-citizens, let us now check it practically. Who is on the e-citizen most of the time? It is the youth. Who is paying school fees through e-citizen? It is the youth. Who is applying for help? It is the youth. Who is applying for passport? It is the youth. Who is applying for visa? It is the youth. Who is doing what? It is the youth. Then the money that is absorbed from the same system is not